First, I'm gonna smoke the entrance just a little bit. Then I'm gonna use the hive tool to gently crack the lid. Smoke under the lid. Let it sit. So I don't lose the tool.
Because you don't want to spill that while you're checking. Use your hive tool to loosen it. There you go. This is Jessica's first year, so she's learning along as she goes. What size frame is that?
That is a big frame. This frame is also empty, but I'm assuming this was already built out for the house.
Correct.
This frame is also empty. How many frames can this hold?
That's enough.
That's enough.
Okay.
And now you're coming closer to where your queen is. If
So should I
everybody
put
can
those back
see,
in?
this is where your concentration of bees is. So we're assuming the queen is going to be on these next two frames. So we're going to very gently
Gently take this side of it and crack the frame over on each side so then you can lift it up safely so you're not rubbing it together.
So I've never used this kind of tool
Brittany,
before.
show her how to do it.
Crack it like that. Okay.
And then you're going to come straight up very slowly. Slow down, go really slow. Straight up. So if the queen is on there, you don't roll her.
Hold on. What are you seeing here?
I'm seeing pollen
Okay.
and some cat food. I'm also seeing
We're going to try to come around and so you guys can see what she's seeing. So you can just slide, you can slide that frame down into the first position, not close. Bring it back. There you go. Perfect.
Under what around in there? I don't know if you pull that.
so you did it like this.
Yeah, just gently crack it. There you go. Because here soon you're going to end up with a bunch of propolis gluing these things together, and you're not going to want the bees to rub.
Straight up very slowly. Don't tip it.
We got some larvae in here.
See any eggs?
you do some more light.
Does anybody on Facebook see the queen? I
Found
do.
her
I found her.
yet? Jessica, do you see her? She's a marked queen. She's got green on her.
Jessica, look on the right side of your frame. She's heading towards the center.
Oh yeah, I see her. She's right there, like in the
And I'm
middle.
just going to give y'all a quick Facebook. I hope you can see her.
She's moving towards the bottom where there's nothing on the frame. Right here.
Okay, very good.
She's moving away.
Okay, now you're going to set that frame back in very gently,
The way you got it out.
the way
of
you
the-
took it out.
So turn it around.
Just be careful to go straight in so you don't roll her. Okay, so I saw eggs, I saw larvae. Sometimes it's difficult for first year students to see eggs, and that's fine.
You want me to pull this one?
No, we don't have to go any further.
Okay.
So you're going to very gently slide those back together. Brittany, can you ask her while she's doing that some other questions?
Okay, did you see any honey or nectar or anything in there?
Not yet, no. Well, I saw pollen.
You saw pollen? Okay.
So that's a good indication that we really need to feed these bees.
And what
We
would you
wanted
be
to see-
feeding the bees right now if we're feeding them? Jessica?
1-to-1 sugar water.
All right.
Oh, they have a top.
Yes.
We really should have probably put these into a nook, but this is what we had available, so we went ahead and did this. This is a lot of space for them to have to protect. So while we're here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn our entrance reducer down to the smallest hole because we see how big this colony is. It's quite small. So we want to give them less room to have to protect. And normally I would take these and I would put them into a nook, but for right now, for Jessica's test, we're snugging all the frames together. We're just going to leave them for now because I have to gather equipment. And Brittany's going to finish the questions with Jessica as we put the hive back together.
So keep it. You're going to keep working while you're doing it. Did you see any adult worker bees in there?
Yeah, there's.
What are the bees coming in over here in the front?
These are forager bees because they
Correct.
got pollen on them.
And they have pollen sacs. They're full.
What's this for?
That's a telescoping.
What kind of brood did you see in there?
I saw a worker brood.
Worker
I didn't
brood?
see any drone brood over there.
Okay. Did you see any drones in there?
Not really. I don't think I did.
Okay. When we pull out another frame, we'll look at.
Yeah, we'll go through another hive because this one doesn't have really a lot for her to see.
Yeah.
But we have other hives that we are going to go through.
Do you want me to keep the question?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. What kind of slope should your hive be on?
I don't know the degree, but it should be facing slightly down so the rain doesn't go
Good.
in.
Good. Which direction should it be facing?
Facing the sun. I believe that's southeast.
Yes,
Yes,
southeast.
very
That's right.
good. All right. If a hive is prepared for overwinter, what will you see?
Less boxes, more, you just tell, 50
Yep.
pounds,
60, about
50
60
to
pounds of
60
honey.
pounds of honey, pollen, and happy bees.
All right. Now, the hive that we just checked, does it have an adequate food source?
It has a top feeder and some pollen,
Okay.
yeah. But it's a fresh hive, so it doesn't have any honey yet.
Okay. Any signs of it preparing to swarm?
No.
Okay. Now, see, so since it is short on food stores, what do we do to correct the situation?
Feed them.
Right. How would you combine this colony of bees with another colony?
Don't know. I don't. You would take this one and put it on top of another one.
What would you put in between though? A piece of what? Newspaper?
Yeah, so they don't they don't smell each other, see each other.
At
smell
first.
each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then take it,
Just make a little hole in your newspaper
So
with
they
your
can-
hive tool so they can get the smell of the other
Yeah.
hive.
yeah, and then
Eventually,
they eat through it and check each other out.
right, perfect.
Okay. Can you tell me the steps to requeen a colony?
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can. You take a frame of brood that's not all capped and has eggs and larvae, and then you take all the worker bees off. You can
Right,
spray
you
it
brush them
down.
off. Mhm.
You can spray it down with some sugar water so they don't smell the other bees, and then you stick it in the hive in the middle where they would normally have their brood, and then let them go for a week, and then check to make sure that they accepted it. And if they're anything like my meanies, they will accept it and make a new queen.
Okay, what about if you bought a queen and you had to put the queen in there?
You would you would stick the box in there, let them check it out, make sure that they're not going to kill it, and then you'd stick it on the top, and then you'd take the